Yeah, what an amazing spring here in January. Get us going. Awesome to get our guys back on campus. I think what's not insignificant here, and I don't think I'm violating any HIPAA laws to say when we brought the guys back, we had not a single positive COVID test, which is an incredible beginning and an incredible dedication by our guys to knowing what they want, right? And our focus for our program, everything in our culture is what's important now, and they kept that focus throughout the entire Christmas break, right? And a little different December break than most in the past, but we had 2 weeks of modified 20-hour rule is what the NCAA has done, kind of this ramp up, the ability to really work out with the guys hard, but then also have the ability to do some walkthroughs with a football to help us progress in a little more seamless fashion into preseason camps. So 2 weeks of getting after it in the weight room, getting some great conditioning work in, really getting bodies ready for football. And that was a great job by Derek Steiner, director of football performance, of just having the focus be get ready for football, right? And there's different times a year, but then install the offense, defense, special teams again in those walkthroughs, and just create that balance, that so that the guys are kind of a little just more fresh. And so what really it resulted in, and we're sitting here today, having gotten through had the first three practices, and it's really from an assignment standpoint been the cleanest first three practices in my entire coaching career, because number one, the guys did an unbelievable job committing to it, understanding the importance of being great in that aspect. But also just, we took advantage of what what COVID created for us, right? What does this make possible? I've said it on the BlueBlood report a few times already, is that's been our mantra, is what does this make possible? We've installed our offense and defense special teams like 7 times since last January, in the longest offseason in football history. So we're really in a great place. Obviously, there's miles to go and lots left to be done before we hit the field on February 21st against UT Martin. But I'm really, really excited by the first three practices and just the way we've been able to progress. Yeah, absolutely. And so it's been a phenomenal offseason. Again, a long one, extended one. Again, what does this make possible? This extended offseason has really seen our offense take huge strides forward. Understanding of the system, getting guys bigger, faster, and stronger, right? Some of those young guys that we had, at times we had 8 and 9 true freshmen playing on the field at any one time last year. And so having those guys bigger, faster, and stronger, truly having everybody a lot closer, right? Just building a little bit of a bond with one another. But we really talk about players, formations, plays. And so our focus has been making sure that our best players are going to touch the football, right? In whatever formation and play is required to get us there. We got to keep the focus on the players, right? And so that's our what? Players, formations, plays. And we're going to do it by inflicting fear, fast, explosive, aggressive, and relentless. That's our style of play offensively. And so it's really been a phenomenal focus, because we know from top to bottom of this program, whether it's academics, whether it's community service, whether it's football, that culture beats scheme and everything. And if we're all on the same page with how we're going to go about our business, then the little details of the plays and the little minutia falls into place, because the guys understand the why. So incredibly excited by what our offense has done this offseason. I think what's absolutely phenomenal about our defense, and Chris Bowers does such a great job of keeping it simple for them, is that it's really simple on how you succeed on defense, right? It's run to win. We pursue to the football. We play with maximum effort all the time, right? Do your job. So understand that sometimes it's not your job to make the tackle. It's your job to cancel the gap. It's your job to cover the post so they can't throw the post, right? And then the next guy gets the opportunity. So it's just understanding where you fit in the grand scheme of things. And we can't do that by having 30 different schemes. We keep it simple for them so that they truly have A to Z knowledge of what we do, not an A to M knowledge of the 25 different things that we do. And so love the philosophy to keep it simple so that we can run to win, pursue to the football, we can do our job, and then we can go attack the football. We have to attack the football. We got to get the ball back right? We talked about the team that wins the turnover ratio. I've already talked to the team about it. Wins 78% of the games over the last 5 years in the OVC. 78% of the teams that win the turnover ratio on a game-to-game basis win the football game. And so if we give ourselves a 78% chance to win the game, whether that's offensively taking care of the ball or defensively making sure that we get it, go attack it. We don't just, it's not just a giveaway, right? Offense doesn't give the ball away. It's a takeaway. That's why it's called a takeaway. So run to win, do your job, attack the football. The remainder of preseason camp, we've laid out a plan, and truly the theme is AIO, right? Adapt, improvise, and overcome. And some of it's going to be weather driven. We're adjusting some practice timing based on weather outside. We really want to do the best thing for their bodies. There's the fine line between pushing them mentally and making them endure some things that are challenging, and then actually putting their bodies in a bad situation. And so we have to take the marathon mentality to this entire football season and the year 2021, quite frankly. I mean, we're going to focus on what's important now in this football season. And as we get closer to game week, we'll do 2 full game weeks, give ourselves a chance to really focus on our upcoming opponents. Our coaching staff did a phenomenal job preparing for our first 2 opponents. We go UT Martin, then SEMO, then a bye week. So we've spent our entire offseason knowing that. And so we've prepared for those 2 opponents. What we've done is control what we can control. What does it make possible? Getting ahead on our upcoming opponents so that we can then give our players the opportunity to do it twice once we get through preseason camp. So we've got a great plan moving forward, and incredibly proud of how the players have adjusted thus far. Out of our first 4 practices, we've had to adjust 2 practice times. So they're just going to have to continue to adjust with us. But quite honestly, and the second adjustment is today, but quite honestly, the first time we adjusted practice, it was the most spirited practice we had. The guys that did a great job of not allowing it to change the mentality. It actually positively affected their attitude stepping out there on the field. So really excited for what's to come. We're excited to get on the field on February 21st, back home here on February 28th. I know that we're in the coming weeks going to announce, given some of the Illinois Department of Health guidelines with fans in the stands, et cetera. So as always, Panther Nation, stay tuned for that. We'll get that information to you as quickly as we possibly can. Hope that we can have you guys all out there, probably bundled up just a little bit, watching and cheering us on and singing the fight song with us after we win. So have a great one, guys. We'll see you in February. Go Panthers.